Hello guys, today I am going to share you a story that is, a love accepted too late. So let's begin. The soft rays of the morning sun caressed his face as he stood in front of the grave, lost in a whirlwind of emotions. The boy, no more than 30, looked older than his years. His shoulders, usually proud and upright, slumped forward under the weight of an unbearable sorrow. His eyes were bloodshot, not from lack of sleep, but from hours of tears that seemed endless. In his trembling hand, he held a bouquet of lilies, her favorite. That morning, a dream had come true. After 10 years of quiet perseverance, stolen moments, and love letters exchanged in secret, her family had finally given their blessing. For a decade, they had faced countless obstacles. Societal pressures, familial disapproval, and their own doubts. Yet, they had remained steadfast, their love an anchor in a stormy sea. When her parents embraced him that morning and spoke words of acceptance, he felt like the luckiest man alive. She had called him, her voice trembling with excitement and relief. "It's happening," she said, laughter and tears mixing in her tone. "We'll finally be together." They planned to meet that evening to celebrate, a simple dinner at their favorite cafe where it had all begun. But life, in its cruel unpredictability, had other plans. Hours later, he received the call that shattered his world. The car carrying her and her family met with a devastating accident. By the time he reached the hospital, it was too late. She was gone, along with her parents and younger brother. The cruel irony was too much to bear. The happiness that had blossomed in his heart just that morning was now buried beneath an avalanche of despair. Now, as he stood before her grave, he replayed every moment they had shared. The first time they met, her laughter at his clumsy attempts to impress her, the quiet nights under the stars, dreaming of a future together. He whispered, his voice breaking, "Why now? Why, when we were so close?" The grave was adorned with fresh flowers left by others who loved her. But his stood out, a bouquet of lilies tied with a ribbon she had once given him. He knelt, the cold earth beneath his knees grounding him as he placed the bouquet on her grave. He traced her name etched in the marble, his fingers trembling as though hoping to feel her warmth through the stone. "You waited for so long," he said softly, his voice barely audible. "We waited for so long. And just when we could have had it all, you were taken away." The wind rustled the trees, almost as if whispering back. He stayed there, lost in his grief, for hours. The world moved on around him, but he remained rooted in that moment, unable to leave the last place where he could still feel close to her. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the cemetery, he made a silent promise. "I'll live for both of us. I'll carry our love in my heart, always." With one last lingering look at her grave, he rose. The boy who had waited 10 years for acceptance now faced a lifetime of waiting for the moment they could meet again in another world. Thanks for listening. Meet you in the next video. Till then, take care of your loved ones. Bye-bye.